Hello everyone, Trico's the name, and we're actually going to be talking about anime. In this video, I did a little bit of it last time where we actually talked about like a recap of last season's anime and what my thoughts on what's going to be the anime I'm watching this upcoming season. Well, this is a continuation of that video, so if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's going to be at the end of this video, but I might even put a link in the description below for you guys to catch up on it. But for this video, I'm actually going to be talking about what I thought about the anime that actually appeared in winter 2021, and then I'll be talking about my predictions of what I'm probably be watching for spring of 2021. So yeah, let's get started with winter 2021 recap. There was a lot of anime I actually did watch, and oh my god, this was a banger of a season. I actually loved a lot of the anime that came out, and actually a lot of it actually really hold a lot into my heart. Some I wanted to watch and I fell in love with, some I wanted to watch and I ended up kind of being disappointed, and some anime I really wish I never watched at all. But let's get right into it with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm still trying to get the name down for that anime, but this anime is actually getting really good. I'm actually really liking it. Maybe it had to have like a classroom on classroom fight, like kind of like a tournament on style kind of thing going on to make me really appreciate it. But I just love all the characters in it. I love all the unique and interesting moves and abilities they're able to do. Like, I love these kind of stuff. So I actually think it's actually really cool. Again, don't care too much about the main character. He's actually not really likable. He kind of just reminds me of like a stereotypical anime protagonist. You know, he's pretty dumb, he's not that smart, but with his friends' help he can do anything, and that pretty much like is out on show for this entire anime. But what I really like is all the visuals and the combat and the different looks and styles of all the moves and the characters and the enemies. Like, they did a really good job with this, and I just can't wait to see more of this. It's getting really popular and probably going to get a lot more seasons as time goes on, and the story is going to be pretty interesting too, so I'm definitely going to be curious of what they're going to do for the story. But so far I'm still going to watch it. I still think it's actually really good. The first season was kind of it's okay, you know, kind of stuff like that, but definitely season 2 is really where it like launched it. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, definitely give this a watch because it's actually getting some nice buzz right now. The other one that actually made me really happy was the time I got reincarnated as a slime. That one's actually getting really good, like especially near the end. Like, oh my god, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but like they definitely made this show like super good. Like, I already liked the first season and some of the OVAs that came out with this one, but like they are getting to that part where like I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, I know a lot of people are really excited for the Attack on Titan final season. I didn't actually watch it. Again, not really much of a Attack on Titan fan, so I wasn't really that interested in it. But like the way everyone is like super like excited for the Attack on Titan like season, this is kind of what me like for the near the end of this season, because like it's getting ramped up. Like, oh my god, I get to see like the slime at its full power and see all the other characters interact with each other, and like now there's actually conflict and it actually gets some drama going into it. It's not just a magical happy life. So I just think it's actually really cool. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. Definitely when you get to this part of the anime, it's going to be really gripping for you. If you haven't watched it, where are you? Come on, man. Anime fan? You're watching this video, so you must be an anime fan. So yeah, but watch it. If you have watched it, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know, have you been excited about this season, and what do you think is going to end up doing? Right now it is coming to an end, but I am still like 2 episodes in before it gets to the actual official end. So the last episode I saw looks really gripping. I can't wait for the next one to come out. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the next one? The other one I want to talk about actually surprised me a little bit. Like, I heard a lot of really good things about it, but that's the jobless reincarnation. This one looks really cool, but first I was kind of skeptical. Like, I heard a lot of good things about it. It was kind of like, you know, whatever. It was like the father of isekais and everything like that. But man, that like the animation, the character, and just the story is gripping me like crazy. Like, I'm actually really like gross on wanting to see what happens next for these characters, and I really hope they continue on to the next season of anime, because I want to see more of this. It actually looks really cool. I want to see more of the world. I want to see more of the different characters. I love to see all these different kind of styles of it. It seems like it's a really great anime that gets you really developed into that world. I know this is getting a lot of like this is definitely more of like a mature like kind of a show. Like if you're like Sword Online, you might not like this one because this is actually definitely way more mature in that kind of sense. Like right off the bat, you see like this guy who is a priest of nobody, who's like pretty much like terrible sense of life, and gets reincarnated as this kid, and like he seems to actually really enjoy his new life and all the different kinds of things to it. And it is to the end that you don't just forget about what he was like, and he still remembers all the kind of things that happened to him. And now it's getting to the part where like all these questions starting being like come up, and like now it's not just about this kid, now it's about like who's this guardian of him, what's this girl gonna be like, and you get really into it. So if you guys like isekais, I know there's a lot out there, but if you like isekais, this is the one you need to watch. This one's so good. I definitely recommend it. But again, mature audience, so definitely watch out for that kind of side of things. But if you do have some time to watch it, definitely do it. Dr. Stone season 2, I'm liking it. I like the beginning of it actually. I like how it's like runoff, it introduced you to some new characters, and like continue where it left off, and didn't want to like put any filler into it. Wanted to just go right into the action. I actually got really into it. Now here's the thing, I am a little disappointed at the ending. The ending is kind of lame in my opinion. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with the next episode and how they're gonna end off this season and what they're gonna do afterwards, because I have no idea what they're gonna do afterward, because it seemed like everything just wrapped up perfectly, like too perfectly. Like I don't know, I was kind of hoping to see more like drama or something like crazy that was gonna happen at the end, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed like it just happened and nothing like big really crazy happened. Like don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it. I love all the new characters they added. I love like a little bit more of the animation. They definitely worked on the animation a lot more in this one, I feel like, compared to the first season. But like it's just like what are they gonna do now? Like I guess it's not a complaint, but I just now curious like what is the next situation. Like I again don't want to spoil the ending for this, but at least the ending was a little bit bland for me, and now we're kind of left off on not knowing what to do. Hopefully we'll see some really cool actions for this, and maybe we'll just continue being awesome. But I've seen a lot of anime starts off really good and then ends off really bad, so hopefully it doesn't happen with this one, because I actually really enjoyed this one. Again, I'm not going to say this name, but this is going to be the video that I really love. I just can't say his name. Like, okay, I'm going to try it for you guys, okay? This is what happens when I try to say the name. Quintuplets? Like, that first part I can't say. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. But at least I tried for you guys. At least I tried. I love it. It's great. I know how it started off, like, all of the, like, the proportions that of the girls was actually really, like, toned down, it seemed like, and a lot of the people were complaining about that, how they're not as like fleshed out as it was in the first season. But near the end, they definitely maybe like, oh, we need to change this really quick, because they definitely flushed them out a lot better than they did in the beginning of it. But I actually really enjoyed it, because now it seems less of like a hey, these girls might like the main character and the guy might like the girls, but they need to focus on school. Now it's more like, okay, these girls definitely like the main character, and the main character actually might even like a lot of the girls too. So I actually am really tied to want to see more of it. Hopefully it keeps on going, because I want to see more of what happens, and like maybe the guy actually does end up falling for one of the girls. And there's some stories that I still wanted to hear. So if it does end off, I might actually start finally picking up the manga for this one, so I can actually keep watching it, because like Miku, I'm a Miku fanboy over here. I need to see more Miku. But really good. If you like a nice like slice of life comedy romance harem kind of style, definitely one to pick up for you guys. Okay, now the big ones out of the way, let's just speed through some of the other ones that happened. So right off the bat, Redo of Healer. Oh my god, this anime. So no, you should not watch this. I recommend you guys never to watch this, and I want you guys to remove this from your brain, because oh my god, I watched the first episode, and yeah, this is not anime. Like, this is not. This is totally porn. Like, this is sadistic porn. Like, this, like, is terrible porn. Like, you know Goblin Slayer and how that first episode happened? Imagine the entire season pretty much like that. Like, I didn't watch the entire season, but from what I've heard, it gets worse from the first episode. So I'm like, nope, 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 not touching that. So, if you guys want to watch it, a word of warning, make sure you are by yourself, because this thing is definitely not something you want to watch with others. Ugh. The hidden dungeon only I can enter. It's fun, it's harmless, it's one of those kind of anime you just turn off your brain and just watch it. You know, there's a lot of ecchi parts of it. Nothing really bad though, nothing crazy. Like, the worst thing that happens is the guy kisses and maybe like grabs a boob or something like that, but nothing really crazy. It's not really intense like how some people say, they're like, oh my god, it's so itchy, so itchy. I'm like, not really. I've seen way more itchier stuff than this. Like, again, you do the healer scarred me for life now. But the thing is that, like, it's pretty fun. Like, it's nothing too crazy. You're not going to see any awards for this guy, but, like, I don't know, if you just want something just to enjoy, just some nice ecchi anime kind of stuff, then yeah, give this a try. Not bad. It's actually pretty cool. Actually, I should have mentioned this with the other big ones. So I'm a spider. So what? I actually love it. It's good. The animation is really good. They definitely did the 3D animation. It's a lot better than, you know, with the instead of the baskless one that actually did terrible. I really like how they do this one. Now, I have a lot of theories on what it's going to be like, but again, I don't want to spoil it for people who have not seen it yet. But it just seems like the spider is getting really overpowered. I actually would love to see a fight between like the reincarnation as slime and reincarnation as a spider. I want to see those two fight. Like, that'd be really cool to see that. Don't know who would win. I think the slime will win, but they both have like similar abilities, so I actually wouldn't mind seeing some of the cool stuff and fights up between them. But the story's getting really good. First, I didn't like the fact that they kept on switching between the spider and the main like hero protagonist guy. Again, didn't really care about this guy, so I actually was really not looking forward to whenever they have an episode where it's just about them. I want to see just the spider. The spider is so interesting, fun, and unique, and I want to see more of her. But now I'm starting to get to the end, and I start understanding why they show off some of the other stuff too, and it's getting really good. I want to see like a League of Villains kind of side of this stuff, which is kind of what they're leading towards. So I don't know. Have you guys seen this? What do you guys think in the end? And I have some like spoiler questions for you guys if you want to talk to me in my Discord channel in the links in below. I'd totally like to talk to you guys about this anime. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. It's actually really good. I would definitely say if you don't like typical isekai kind of anime, you might not like this one. You know, the isekai that's like based off of video game and video game stats and stuff like that. But if you do like those kind of stuff, definitely give it a shot. It's actually probably one of the better isekais that's out there. Kimono Jin. Again, terrible name, so I do apologize if I messed this up, but this one's actually really cool. I like it. It kind of reminds me of like a typical like My Hero kind of style, but with a deadpan anime protagonist. I actually love the anime protagonist of this one. He's actually one of the few anime protagonists that I actually like, because he's so different. He's just like a motionless hero who just wants to like do the best for his friends, but he does this so like nonchalantly. Like, his arm will get ripped off and he just like keeps going and say, hey, do you want me to kill that guy? That guy right there? Yeah, okay, I'll kill him. And he like regrows his arm and just punches people. A little bit of spoiler, sorry, but it actually is getting really good. I actually really like it. I want to see more of it. I love the little like fox girl. Like, she's so freaking adorable. I love her so much. I want to see more of her. And there's even some romance between the fox girl and the main hero, which I actually love to death, because they both are like emotionless kind of characters who don't know what love is, but they kind of feel that way towards each other. Oh, I love it so much. I love these kind of random anime like love stories that are not supposed to be into it, and the actions, that's really cool too. I still want to see more action though. It does lacks on the action quite a bit, and it's more just storytelling, but like when they talk about yokais and the stories behind them, it's actually pretty cool. I do like yokai talks and stories like that, so it does still grip me. But if you're expecting to see a lot of action in this one, you probably will be disappointed. But if you would just go around that and just like Japanese yokai kind of stories, you probably actually like this a lot, so definitely give it a shot. The last one I want to talk about is the bottom tier character, and I was so looking forward to this one. I'm actually really disappointed in this one. Mostly because I was like, oh my god, this is totally my story, you know, like a gamer who like hasn't really like, he's just been really good at gaming and always like all this stuff about gaming, blah blah blah, and he's now like a pro player. I'm not a pro player, by the way, but he's like a pro player, and he wants to become the best, and he is pretty much the best player in like a Smash type of game. But he thinks life is terrible, because if life was a game, he would be terrible, and that's why he wants to get away from it. And in the first episode, he actually has some sound arguments with it, and I actually really like what he was saying. But then, of course, it's anime, so we need a story, and this, of course, is a harem anime. So this girl just pulls him out. It's like, hey, no, I'm just gonna make your life better, and it just becomes better. Like, his life is literally amazing, and I don't know. I guess I was just really disappointed, because I didn't want that like idea set that he's been like living with his whole entire life just end in the snap, just because a really cute girl, like the most popular girl in school, just comes out of nowhere and just like, hey, I'm gonna make your life amazing and stuff. Like his life has definitely gotten better, and it definitely shows that he like starts off small and then gets a lot better as time goes on. But it just, I don't know, I was expecting it to be this way, and I was a little disappointed. I do really enjoy it. I really do enjoy all the little like little banters between all the different characters, but I just don't understand. Hopefully there's some more like context and more drama near the end, but so far it's just kind of getting boring to me. I did learn how to like short jump or short hop with the game, so at least it taught me a little bit of some Smash knowledge, which I'm trying to utilize in my Smash streams every Sunday. It's not working very well. I'm still pretty rusty, but I'll get better soon, hopefully. But yeah, if you, I don't know, I feel like you can probably give this one a pass. It's not that great. Like, there's definitely better romance animes out there. I was really looking forward to this one. Anything gaming related, I usually get more into, and this one was just, you know, I wish it was better, but it just, you can skip this one. And there was some anime that I actually wasn't able to cover that I did want to talk about last episode. Like, if you watched my last episode, I did talk about some other anime that I was going to watch. I didn't watch it this season. There was so much anime to watch, and I just didn't have time to watch this, unfortunately. Like the Golden Egg anime, I actually really did want to watch it, but I just, again, didn't have much time to watch it. So I'm going to have to limit my list a little bit more for this upcoming season, so that I actually can watch a lot of it and give you my point and views on this kind of stuff, and which ones you should watch and which one you may want to pass. But with that said, let's get right into the next season, the spring 2020, and what anime I'll be watching. And let's get right into it and talk about My Hero Academia Season 5. I'm actually super excited for this one. I'm actually a pretty huge My Hero Academia fan. I just think it's really awesome. I like it a lot. Now, I do like Demon Slayer a little bit more, and the Season 2 for that one did get a trailer, but it's probably not going to be talked about too much. But until that comes out, My Hero is definitely going to be on my top of my charts for this one, because it looks like it's just more of what I like. Different characters with different abilities fighting each other, and I love that. And now that they are like, have their rank up a little bit more for their abilities, it seems like this one's actually just getting better and better. And like the character, I actually don't remember his name, but the guy that who can like, if he speaks to you a question, you answer it, he can like control your mind. Apparently he's gonna have some more screen time, which I'm actually looking forward to, because I actually love that style of like powers. And then also everyone from like, I think the other class is gonna be into it, and I want to see some of their abilities and how they interact with other people. And of course the people we already know, I want to see how their abilities act with them. So it just seems like it's gonna be a really cool season. I'm really looking forward to getting back into the My Hero and kind of stuff that hopefully it keeps up with amazing content and amazing animation, amazing characters, and I can keep enjoying it, because I know a lot of anime drops off after a while, and hopefully this one doesn't just last long, like too long, and then just falls off. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys looking forward to the new My Hero season? Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk about who's your favorite character. So far, Ochaka is still mine, and Himiko Toga. I really like Himiko Toga way too much right now, and I don't know why. But anyway, how to not summon a demon lord. I actually like the season 2 part of this. I don't know much about it. I don't know if there's gonna be new characters, new scenarios, anything like that. I just love how Chad the main character is. I love isekais where the main character is like a demon lord kind of person. He's just so overpowered. I actually love that style. Like, a lot of people don't like the fact that like, oh yeah, well, what about the progression and them getting slowly stronger and stronger? No, I love them being super OP right off the bat, and they don't fall off at all. I like, maybe maybe some like drama of like, oh, some of the powers had to be like relinquished, or like they had a handicap or something like that, or like they were really tired that day. Like that's fine. I don't mind those kind of stuff, but I love it with that they're just so overly powered, because it makes it so interesting to see some really cool stuff they do. You know, I like all the cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know what they're going to talk about, but it's definitely something I'm really excited about. If you don't know much about this anime, definitely watch the first season. But the first season is definitely worth it. It's pretty much a couple of adventurers summon this guy who is super overpowered in the one video game, and now he's reincarnated as an actual demon with all his powers in this new world. And really cool. Definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Not into isekai kind of fantasy kind of stuff, maybe stay for this one. It is pretty funny though, so it does have some Konosuba like elements to it. So if that kind of turns you into it, definitely go for it. Now this one is the Slime Diaries, which is supposed to be more of a slice of life of that time guy reincarnated as slime. I love what's the season 2 is going into, and it seems like the last one is definitely a lot more aggressive and a lot more like intense, especially near the end. Well, this one is going to be super straight up and chill and like happy, which I'll go for it. I love like slice of life kind of romance comedy, and like with the OVAs that it had, it actually looked really fun and I actually enjoyed it. So hopefully it'll keep on doing with this kind of stuff. Maybe some romance elements. You know, I love romance in these kind of animes. Sorry, I hope it's romantic right over here. But yeah, I'm probably checking this one out. It's not going to be that too good. Probably it's not going to win any awards. Not like, you know, not gonna be as big or huge as Reincarnation as Slime, the original anime, but I'm definitely going to go into it. It's definitely look a lot of fun. So definitely going to be curious on it, but hopefully it doesn't get boring, and hopefully it still goes on while the other season is going on for the other anime. You know, I'll probably watch them both side to side. It might be kind of weird to watch them both side to side. One's be really intense and action packed, one's be very mellow, but maybe it'll work out. I'll let you know. Okay, so welcome to Demon School. I'm actually looking forward to this one. I actually watched the first one. The first one was pretty bland, like story-wise. It was not crazy, but it looks really cool. I actually do like the characters in the world and world building and all that kind of stuff. That. So I'm actually really excited what this new one's gonna go with. Hopefully we'll see some new characters, some new abilities, some new kind of stuff. The main character, pretty boring. I do like that he has some like hidden abilities, how like he can dodge anything, and that's just simple. And now he's getting some slowly extra more abilities, so I do want to see the progression of how he does. The character himself is kind of boring, but I do like his abilities. I do want to see more of this kind of stuff. I actually do like all the different scenarios go for it. So yep, season 2, definitely gonna watch it. Now we're going to get into some new stuff, and this one is probably my most anticipated one I want to watch. Don't toy with me, Nagatoro, Miss Nagatoro. I'm really looking forward to this one, just because I like the last kind of anime that was based off a manga that was really controversial. I think that was really good and a lot of fun. It was another of those turn off your brain anime and you can get into it. This one looks really cool too. It's not going to be as interesting, I feel like, because you know it doesn't only have the things I usually go for. But I do like romance, comedy kind of stuff like this, and this one looks a really good one. Now the only question I had is the guy that being toyed with, the guy being teased, is he the teacher or is he a student? I don't really know. But let's read about this, okay? Nagatoro is a freshman in high school who loves teasing and torturing her older classmates. Okay, so it is an older classmate. That makes sense. What's her motivation? Why does Senpai put her up with this? Does Nagatoro just want to create misery for Senpai? Or maybe she secretly likes him. Like, now that I know that they're actually both students, it doesn't seem as bad, but I actually think it's adorable, only because I actually feel like I've had this happen to me. I actually was the oldest in some of my classes, and I've had a lot of girls, especially like this one girl, I won't name her if she ever watches this video, but she knows who I'm talking about if she ever does watch this. But she's this tan skinned girl that I actually really liked for a long time, and she liked me apparently for a long time, but she really couldn't show it because she just messed with me and teased with me and actually made fun of me a lot. But we end up being really good friends at the end of it, and actually it kind of reminds me of this scenario. I don't know how related it's going to be. It's definitely not going to end off the same, unfortunately, but I definitely want to see how close it is to my real life. I might be able to relate with this one a little bit more, but I'm definitely looking forward to this one, and hopefully you check it out too. Don't let the whole Twitter fights go on and just let that sway you. This anime is going to look good, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to it, and you should too. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. What's with these titles, by the way? These freaking light novel like titles is insane. But yeah, this one's pretty much about this one girl who pretty much got reincarnated, surprising, and she pretty much just spends a life just chilling, just killing slime slowly, and then ends up being super OP just by living a normal life. And now people are trying to fight her and trying to interact with her. It'd probably be another like turn off your brain kind of isekai animes, but I don't know, it looks cool, it looks interesting, and I definitely want to check it out. I don't know how much I'll check it out, but it definitely looks interesting. Rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose. This is my last one I'll be watching, just because again I want to keep my watch list short for you guys, so I can actually give you a kind of like proper review. But this one's probably gonna be okay. Like, it seems like the anime pretty much answers the question of the entire anime at the end. So like, I don't really know what's the point of watching it, other than, you know, like really cool visuals and maybe some really funny aspects for it. It looks like it's going to be right off the bat funny, and I love romance, funny comedy kind of stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna get into it. I don't know how much I'll get into it. Maybe something new and surprising will happen to me. Maybe the childhood friend won't get with the main character. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know what I think about it, but this one is definitely gonna be on my I don't know list. You know what I mean? Alright, that's gonna be wrapping it up to me. I hope you actually like this video. This video is around a little bit longer, only because there's a lot to talk about with the first anime and a lot to talk about this anime. This upcoming season for spring, it doesn't seem as big. It seems like the big titles are already like talked about with like season 2 kind of stuff. That some not really new ones coming out, but I know. Is there anime you guys excited about coming out this upcoming season? Some anime you think I have missed that I should watch and stay tuned with? And what did you guys think of the last season? Like, what's your favorite? Like, what did you really like? I definitely liked I'm a Spider So What. It's probably one of my MVPs of last season. Definitely worth watching. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys watch the rest of my videos and stay tuned for when I talk about anime for the next upcoming season. Bye.